Exterior, Annoula's house, roof, day. Kyriakos stands frozen, staring out over the town. In the distance, fighter planes slice through the sky, their dark silhouettes glinting against the sun. Then a whistle cuts through the air. Boom, boom, boom! Explosions erupt near the Venetian walls in the port. Flames rise, thick black smoke billows upwards, swallowing the skyline. Super. Turkish bombers flew over the city of Famagusta. They bombed the northeastern part of the city to target the public authorities, the port, the military targets, the city administration, the hospital, and hotels. The Turkish also bombed south and north of the walls of the Old Town, where since 1571 only Turkish Cypriots had lived. After the intercommunal riots of 1963 to 1964, Greek Cypriots avoided entering the walled Old City for safety reasons. The Turkish Cypriots living inside the walls would step out each day, heading to their jobs, students walking to school. Greek Cypriots and Turkish Cypriots lived together in harmony, their lives intertwining without a hint of discord. The bombings do not last long. The sky northeast of the city is now clouded by thick black smoke that is slow to disperse. Kyriakos, Andreas, 55, Iotis and Eleftheria and Annoula are on the roof looking across the city at the plains and smoke.
We saw the bombers in the west, over Laxi. They circled their targets like vultures, waiting, watching, then peeled off to release their bombs. They dived. They bombed. Then they circled and dived again. I remember the bombs. They looked like big white barrels. Then boom! Boom! Thick black smoke rose over the city. In seconds, about a dozen bombers passed. Maybe more. Someone told me they were Turkish planes trying to hit the hospital where the army was. I don't remember much after that. Just the sadness. How could anyone ever bomb a hospital? I was only 11. How could I understand? I pictured what they taught us in school. 1821, the Greek Revolution against the Turks. I thought of my mother. She was crying. She cried a lot. The bombers kept coming, hammering the port. I knew that area well. I still do. The Famagusta kindergarten was nearby, the one I went to before primary school. Oh, such memories. Our principal, the late Ilego Pazzarelli, was proud of me once. I was the Queen of Orange, walking with children dressed as oranges. I remember it so clearly, a frosty day in March, 1969. But then I watched white barrels fall near the beach of Constania Hotel, where I used to swim in the summer. It filled me with fear. My stomach twisted. My knees shook. Then the siren sounded again, that terrible sound. Even now, when I hear them, I shudder. Back then, I didn't understand the consequences of war. But I felt my mother's pain. I felt my own fear. Everyone did, really. They just tried to hide it.
Exterior, Annoula's house, pavement, day. Kyriakos, Georgiulia, their children, Andreas, his wife Frosu, 53, their daughter Maro, 26, with her little daughter Lena, 5, sit under the Loulouthkia. Annoula and Lena play with their dolls on the sidewalk. The adults' attention is on the transistor radio. They listen to invasion announcements. Kyriakos lowers the volume of the transistor radio when it plays classical music. Music cue, cinematic music.
I played with little Lena, but I strained to hear what the people on the radio were saying. Only last month, everyone had been so happy, saying that we had won. Now, people were fleeing their homes. Overloaded cars passed by. As they fled, people cried out to us, "You have to leave!" The word invasion became my waking nightmare. It still is.